one, so you can see the difference between how they look separated versus how they look when you just take them out. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video of As Always Aleia, where we always keep it real. Now friends, I just got done doing my hair. I use these beautiful loop rods, so continue to watch so you can learn more about how I got this beautiful style, what products I used, and all that jazz. So I honestly can't remember the last time I actually put loop rods in my hair. I do have a video on this already, but I'm going to be doing a hairstyle with the loop rods today. So it's going to be super cute and curly, and you guys will get to see firsthand on how I get this done. If this is your first time watching a loop rod tutorial, I have something super special in store for you. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the end to see what style I wind up creating with these loop rods. And also, if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. I'm Aleia, and I do heat-free hairstyles, specializing in rods and roller sets. All right, so without further ado, let me go ahead and set up shop. I did just get out of the shower, so my hair is pretty wet. I'm gonna show y'all what we're dealing with today. Woo! Okay, y'all. So here is the hair. It's nice, full, fluffy. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna actually clip this back really quickly because I want to show you guys what products we'll be using and all my hair tools that we'll be using to complete this style. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, so let me show you guys the tools. I have here with me my Felicia Leatherwood brush. We're gonna be using this brush to go ahead and smooth the product into our hair and make sure the hair is knot free. I also have a parting comb here with me as well. You can see that there's a wide gap right here, and this helps with your parting. This is a rat tail comb, and I'll have this also linked in my description below. I got these off of Amazon. And of course, we're going to use some clips today. We'll be clipping our hair up and out the way and working in sections. And then also, y'all, I have here with me, this is something new. This is the Rejuvenation Solution Design Gel by The Main Choice. We're going to go ahead and try this product today. I'm so excited. And also, when my hair is fully dry, we are going to coat it with some oil. This is the Life in a Jar Nourishing Balm Oil from The Main Choice. Look at that. So those are the two products that we're going to be using. I already have their leave-in conditioner in my hair, and I shampooed with this line as well. So far so good, but I am ready to get on to styling, y'all. So watch and learn the magic, friend. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with this hairstyle since I've showed you all the tools and products that we'll be using today. The first thing I want to do is just make sure that my part is super defined because we are going to have a middle part, but you can decide which side you want your part on. We're just going with a clean middle part today. It really does look fine, but we're just going to clean it up a little bit. Okay, and now for like the hairstyle that I'm actually going to be doing, I'm going to have the front kind of slicked down. So we're going to break the front off into two sections right now. Okay, so here is the first half, and we're going to just twist that up and out the way for right now, putting it in a nice bantu knot. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's my bantu knot. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. I'm just going to twist this up really quickly so I can focus on laying the front down. And then we'll hop on to the back. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take down my first section right here. And I actually am going to leave a little piece out. I'm just going to like make a nice little triangle part. Just like that. And that's enough. And then the rest of it's going to be slicked down. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And again, this is called the Design Gel. Baby, let's get into it. This is my first time using this gel. Already it reminds me of the other gel they have, the Pearly Braid Out Glaze, just with how like oozing it is, I should say. Oh, it smells really good too. So if you guys have never seen this gel, here it is. Look at that. It has a little bit more of a looser texture than the Pearly Braid Out Glaze, but I think you'll be fine. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of this onto my section so I can start to smooth it down. And again, we're leaving this little piece out because this is gonna be like curly in the front. Okay, we getting a hairstyle together, friend. All right, not too much, but we are gonna go ahead and just put a little bit on, just like that. It like lays down so nicely. All right, and then I have my Felicia Leatherwood, so I am going to go ahead and just comb it and see how smooth we can actually get it. Cool beans. So that's the best that I probably can do. And then we're just gonna quickly do the other side just like that. Wow, look at that, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and bobby pin this back so it stays nice and straight. I'm actually gonna do this first. I am going to put a flexi rod on this because like I want it really long in the front, and the loop rods are gonna give me more of a tight curl. So we're gonna do the flexi rods just in the front, and then the back is gonna have all the loop rods. All right, y'all follow me now. Y'all following me. For the flexi rod, I'm just gonna take a little bit more gel and apply it to this little piece right here, dragging that all the way down my hair. And you really don't need a lot, y'all. You don't need a lot. All right, I am gonna detangle just a little bit just to make sure everything's nice and smooth. Full beans. All right, and then the last thing I'm gonna do is take my flexi rod and we're gonna put it up here. I really should just leave it like that. That looks cute, but I want to do the flexi rod. Wrap my hair around it this way, and I'm making sure that there's big wide gaps left in between the hair because I really want this to be nice and long. All right, so now I'm just gonna pop this up. And we're at the end, and then I'm gonna pop that down, and there we go, y'all. So once I take it out, it should be like nice and, you know, curly. All right, let me go ahead and do the exact same thing to the other side. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with these flexi rods. Now that I have the front gel down, I have my two little antlers right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and take that clip out. All I'm gonna do is just part down the middle of my head so I can stay a little bit more even and focused. This side, we'll just go ahead and pin it up for right now, and we can go ahead and get started with this side right here. It's all gonna be loop rods. Y'all, this is gonna get on my nerves. Y'all, I tried to clip it, and this that's how we're looking right now, y'all. All right, so let me go ahead and show you guys what these loop rods actually look like, because there are two different ones, and these are the only ones that I have found on Amazon. I think there are yellow ones as well, but the ones that I have are green or pink. So the pink ones are a little bit more thinner and finer, and then the green ones are the ones that I really like to use, and they're a little bit more on the thicker side. So it just depends on your hair, or how fine or how dense your hair is, if you should be using the green ones or the pink ones. But towards like the middle, I definitely like to go with the green ones because they're just a little thick. So I'll definitely have these linked below. All you have to do is wrap your hair around it. You secure it by closing the ends together, and that's literally how the loop rod is created. And you can do that with the green one too. So we are going to go ahead and get started with parting our hair out so we can apply these rollers, or these rods I should say. So you can already see my hair is starting to get dry. That's what happens when I just leave it out, but it's cool because I want my hair to dry pretty fast. Okay, so we could probably do a little bit thicker. Did a little bit. All right, so there's probably gonna be like 2 or 3 back there, and the rest of them I'm just gonna clip it up and out the way. I like to be organized when I'm working with my hair, so anytime I can clip hair up and out the way, it just really does help me. So now I can remain focused on this section right here. So we're looking like we're probably gonna put 2 back here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and break that in even sections. This is gonna be our first one, and this will be our second one. And then all I'm doing is just taking some of the gel from the Main Choice. Oh, I love this stuff. And we are applying it right to that back section, just like this. Y'all, it may be time for a trim soon. My hair is getting long. It just might be time for a trim soon. All right, and then I'm going to take my Felicia Leatherwood, starting at the ends and working my way up the hair. All we are doing, y'all, is just detangling that section. We can start applying our first loop rod. I think I start on the end with the tip, not the opening. This is the opening, that's the tip. So all I'm gonna do is start at the very, very ends of my hair. I want this as straight as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and detangle one more time, making it nice and straight. And then all I'm gonna do, can y'all see, is take the end with the tip, and I'm gonna start to wrap my hair around it just like that. And before I start to ravel up, I'm just gonna cover over my ends so I know that they're not going to come loose as this is drying. And now all I'm going to do is just start to ravel up just like that. There's no gaps or anything. You just want to start to ravel and roll up your hair. And I'm keeping it pretty tight, as you guys can see. And then once I can't do it anymore, I just go ahead and secure the ends just like that. But we have our first one in, y'all. All right, let me go ahead and take down the next one, which is right here. All right, so this is our section that we're working with right now. And again, all I'm doing is just taking the gel. I already have the leave-in on my hair. So now I'm just applying the gel to my hair, and not too much because this gel does a really good job at dragging down the hair. I just want to make sure that the ends are very well coated. That's like what I'm really focused on. I hope that this gel does not flake on me because it is my first time using it. Normally when I do rods and rollers, I like to use mousse, but I've been using mousse so much on my page, I just want to switch it up a little bit. So we're gonna go for the gel today. I'm just making sure everything is where it's supposed to be. That's all. So it seems really nice and straight to me. I have it all straightened out, and now I can go in with my next loop rod. So I like to start with the tip right here, and now that my hair is straight out, I can just start to wrap my hair around the tip right at the bottom, and then all I like to do is just start rolling on top of my ends before I start to make my way up the hair, just like this. And you just roll, 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 wrap, wrap, wrap. I do wish they had longer loop rods because my hair literally covers the whole thing. And that's it. Just like that, y'all. Now I have 2 in. Let me go ahead and break down the next section. We're just going to take these clips off. And I use my finger when I'm determining how thick my section should be because it's just a lot easier for me like feel like that. Alright, so we may put like 2 or 3 right here. And we're just going to keep going. I'm wrapping everything up. And I'm going to go ahead and secure that in the top knot bun. And then here is my hair. And I'm just going to break off my first section, which will be right here. Yeah, so we'll most likely put 3 on this one, and then I'm just going to go ahead and pin the hair that I'm not using up and out the way so I can remain focused on this section right here. So again, all I'm doing is just taking my design gel, nice and goopy. Have you guys ever tried this gel before? Comment below. This is called the Design Gel by The Main Choice, and it's their rejuvenation solution. So I'm just starting to work that into the hair, and then I really go in by squeezing it and kind of like dragging it down. And it's really important to make sure that your ends are coated and saturated. And now all I'm going to do is start to detangle that section. Now that it's nice and detangled, we can go in with our next loop rod, and we're going to take your end, wrap your ends around the loop rod, and then all I'm going to do is start to ravel up just like that. I keep a really close eye on it because I want to make sure that my ends are nice and tucked, that everything's just straight and tight. So keep on rolling up until you can't roll no more, and then you literally can just snap the ends together just like that, and we can move on to the next one. Now because my hair is a little bit dry, I would have went in with like a more leave-in conditioner or water, but again, I want this to dry. I am going to sit under a hooded dryer when I'm done. So here's what we're working with. More gels on those ends, and go ahead and start to detangle. I always start with my ends and then I work my way up. My end seems to get knotty. It's another indicator that it might just be time for a trim. And we're digging through this bag to grab another loop rod. I have a lot more pink loop rods than I do the green ones. I don't even know why. All right, so now that it's all nice and straight, just like that, take your ends, wrap your ends, and then start to wrap over the ends. And it's really important that you start like right at the base of the loop rod, especially if your hair is long like mine, because you just don't want to run out of loop rod. And I just keep it pretty tight and continue to roll on up, friend. It like naturally rolls up. All right, and then go ahead and tuck it just like that, y'all. It's looking really good, and this is a hairstyle that is going to last you all week long. The curls are really tight, like Shirley Temple curls, so hopefully you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. If you're not, just keep going back and rewatching it. I know it takes some getting used to, but they're just another heat-free hair tool that you can use to curl your hair. But here's our next one for this row right here. Again, just taking a good amount of that gel, and all I'm going to do is start to work the gel down the hair just like that. And it doesn't really go all the way down, so I like to take another little goop and make sure my ends are fully saturated. That's so important. The ends and the roots like really need to be saturated, like everything, but like the ends and your roots, they really should be saturated in product. Now we're just detangling. Cool beans. All right, so everything is copacetic, and we're going to take our next loop rod. We're going to wrap our hair around the loop rod. I'm just going to go all the way down, then I'm going to start to wrap over my hair, and then I'm going to start to wrap up. I'm like keeping an eye on it to make sure it's good. And that's it, y'all. That's how we're looking. All right, y'all, so we are making our way up. This is where we're at so far. It's not taking long at all. I don't know what time I started, but I feel like I was only here for about like 25-30 minutes. So it's probably going to take me roughly an hour to get done my whole head. And then, like I said, we're going to be sitting under a hooded dryer. Yeah, I have like 2 rows left, y'all. Flying through this. I am using the pink ones now because I don't have a lot of the green ones left, and I want to make sure I have enough for the next side. So I'm just slapping that gel on there, dragging it all the way down. Alright, we're nice and detangled. I'm gonna grab a pink one and hold it straight on out. Focus on those ends, and then we're gonna cover the ends, and then we're gonna wrap up. And that's it. Just wrap it up like it's a regular rod and keep on going. And then once I can't roll anymore, I just secure the ends together just like that, and it looks cool just like that, y'all. Each row is getting roughly about 3 loop rods. So just taking that gel, start to drag it on down. Okay, so now all I can do is start to wrap the ends. Make sure they're secure. You just want to wrap over them once or twice, and then you want to start to wrap up. And then secure it. Cool. Alright, y'all, this is my very last one. I put the product on there, I combed it out, and now it's straight out. Just take your ends, secure it around the little tip. All I'm doing is just raveling over them just like once, and then I'm going to start to ravel on up. And you're just kind of looping over it, and then once I can't ravel up anymore, I just secure the ends just like that. And y'all, we are halfway done. So what I'm going to do, I don't know why this one's sticking up. It's giving y'all action. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to just knock out the other side off camera really quickly, and then I am going to come back on here to guys show you what it looks like. I'm going to show you also me sitting under the dryer, and then I'll come back and take it out. And then hopefully it'll be dry, and like hopefully I can sit under the dryer for like 2 hours roughly, but we'll see. All right, y'all, I'll be right back. All right, hey y'all, so I am done the other side. I am standing up because I was tired of sitting. So here's how we are looking, y'all. Hopefully everything looks good. Now I'm going to go and grab my dryer. I'm going to sit underneath my hooded dryer roughly for like an hour. Right now it's 5:35, if you guys can see. And I'm going to be sitting under the dryer hopefully for an hour. We will see, maybe an hour and a half, but hopefully we can get this dry, get these taken out, and then yeah, I'll show you guys the final results. I am going to be putting a claw clamp in the back of my hair, so you'll be able to see that as well. Also, I did take down the flexi rods because they were getting on my nerves and they were already dry, so yeah. But yeah, this is how we are looking so far, y'all. So let me go ahead and grab the hooded dryer, and I will be back once my hair is dry. But hopefully you guys learned a thing or two about how I install my loop rods. These make a beautiful curly hairstyle, so I would definitely encourage you guys to go get them. I will have them linked below on Amazon where I got mines from, and I definitely would recommend you guys try more styles like these because they're so beautiful, and you really don't need direct heat to get the perfect curl. So let me go ahead and sit under the dryer, and I'll be right back, y'all. Hey y'all, all right, so I am back. I sat under the dryer for roughly an hour, 15 minutes about. Fingers crossed they're dry, please Lord. If not, we just gonna have to figure it out, friend. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start taking these down. Like, I already took out the flexi rods because they were dry already and I didn't see a need to keep them in. So let me show you guys how to take these out. All right, y'all, fingers crossed. Let's go ahead and see. All I'm gonna do is just take it down in the opposite direction that I installed it. I also do have my sheen back here, so right when we take down the loop rod, we're putting it right back in the bag. We stay organized over here. Okay, so all I'm going to do is just pop it open just like that. I'm going to unravel down like 1 or 2 times, so I have a gap right here. If you guys can see that, there's like a little gap, and that gap is going to help me unravel the flexi rod just like that. So I'm literally just unraveling, oh gosh, Like, what type of tutorial? I'm literally just unraveling the flexi rod. I do need to use both hands because these are a little bit thin, but just unraveling it in the opposite direction, just like that, until you get all the way down to the pretty little ends. And that's it. Literally how it looks. Look how perfect that is. Y'all see that? Rod. And it does feel dry, like about 95%, maybe a little bit moist, but it's okay. And then we're just gonna keep doing that over and over again, just popping it open, raveling down like 1 or 2 times, and then all I'm doing is just unraveling in the opposite direction. Just like that, y'all. And we're putting it right back in the bag. The roots on this one isn't that dry, but we're gonna just keep moving along. All right, so I'm just unraveling again 1 or 2 times, and then I'm going to start to unravel in the opposite direction. That's gonna help me create that curl. And then once we're all done, I'm gonna go back and separate. So you can see how they're starting to look. Okay, so I am saying that my roots are still a little bit wet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take them all out. And then once I take them out, I'm gonna go ahead and continue to sit under the dryer or just get a blow dryer. I'm not sure just yet. We'll see how damp they really are once I take all of them out. But just keep unraveling in the opposite direction, just like that. So I just ravel down 1 or 2 times, and then I start to untwist in the opposite direction. And this is like loosening up the curl. And then once we like actually unravel and separate all the curls, it's going to be really, really full and beautiful. Right now it's just giving like dreadlock. You can see that's what I'm doing. Yeah, so everything is pretty much dry. It's just my roots that are still a little bit wet. Like right up in that area, it's still wet. But once you get down like here and down, it's completely dry. So I'm just holding these over. And you know that you're untwisting because it's like separating from the actual rod and creating that loop effect. Just like that. But do you guys see the ends on like how they're so perfect because of how we tuck them, how we wrapped over them? It goes all the way down. That's like perfect. They're not frizzy. They're very spirally. They're very uniform. Like the ends look really good because we tucked and rolled over them, and that's exactly how you want it to look every time. Anytime you're doing a rod set or a roller set, you want to tuck your ends, and all that tucking your ends means is wrapping over your ends to make sure that they're secure and they're not going to come loose while they're in that rod. All right, so I have like 2 more back here to take out. Doesn't take long at all, y'all. Like I said, before we start to go ahead and separate each of these and fluff them out, I am going to go ahead and sit back under the dryer again. We'll see what like 20 minutes gets us. All right, so this side looks to be all taken out. Fully taken out. Look at that. Oh, I feel so free. Okay, yeah, so we're definitely going to sit under the dryer because the roots are not dry, unfortunately, but it does look really, really cute. So what I'm going to do is I am going to unravel the other side. I'm going to sit underneath the dryer, and then I will come back when we're ready to start separating them. All right, y'all, I am back. I took out the other side. I sat under the dryer for roughly like 10 minutes just to get my roots a little bit more dry, and they are feeling a lot more dry this time. It's a little bit poofy because it wasn't 100% dry, but the ends are 100% dry, so we're gonna make it work, honey. All right, so let me show you guys exactly how I like to unravel. It's already split down the middle, so we're just gonna start with this half right here. When I'm unraveling my hair, the first thing I like to do is oil it up. So I have here with me the Life in a Jar Nourishing Balm Oil. Oh, hold on, y'all. I'm like, what is flickering? We ain't having on the right setting, honey. Okay, so I have here with me the Life in a Jar Nourishing Balm Oil, and this is from the Main Choice, the line we have been using. Ooh, and I really like this oil. I haven't got a chance to use it, but I was playing in it. Child, I'm not that weak. All right, so I was playing in the oil, y'all. It's like a goo. Like, that's oil. That is so cool. You guys see that? That is so cool. So what I'm gonna do is just take some and put it on my hand. Probably not even like that much. It's like the Main Choice always nails their consistencies of the product. This is an oil, and I read the directions. It said just to warm it up in your hands. It feels like a jelly. And now it's all in my hands. Look at that oil, y'all. This is so cool. And now I'm just gonna put it on both sides of my hair. Just like that. So we're just gonna go in, oil her up real good. Do the same thing to the other side. And when I unravel them, I might add a little bit more because I really like this oil. But that's all. We just oiled it up really good. All the oil is now off of my hands and on my hair. And now we can begin the unraveling process. All I'm going to do is my hair is already split down the middle. I'm going to start in the back with my unraveling process. Let's just start with one, and then we'll keep taking them down as we need to. So here's the first one. All I like to do is get it as straight as possible. So I'm literally just like feeling for it, and I'm just gonna like unravel just like that. And I'm gonna twirl it back around my hand just so there's no like frizziness if you twirl it around your hand. And you can unravel loop rods so many times. It's crazy. Like, I think I unraveled this probably a good 6 times. We're going to do that to each of the loop rods. So I'm just going to go ahead and take out that next row. We're going to go row by row with this. So we'll do these 2 next. And then we're going to loop everything else up and out the way. I'm just going to start right with this one. I'm just going to feel for it where I can get in and start to gently break that apart. And even that like looks a little too big for me, so I'm just gonna break that apart one more time, and that looks a lot better. So that's all I'm doing, is just taking a little bit. Sometimes if I need to wrap it around my finger, I will, but because we did that oil, it looks really shiny. So, and then if you just need to like pull or tug on it a little bit, honey, we gonna get this together. So that's how we're looking, and now we can take down the next one. So you can see the difference between how they look separated versus how they look when you just take them out. Now you could definitely rock this as a hairstyle. I probably would one of these days just wear these like little loop rods and not unseparate it. But like I said, again, you just kind of want to feel at the top and then start to unravel. And then sometimes if you need to, you can, oh, I think I'm doing it the wrong way. That's why I'm like, why is it like that? And then if you need to, you can go ahead and just twirl it around your finger. Super, super cute. It doesn't take too long at all. And then, like I said, we're just going to go row by row. So here's like the next 3. I don't think that's like a legit row, but we're going to make it work. So here's the next one. You kind of just want to dig in there and start to separate and pull it apart. And I already know this one's going to be a little bit too thick, so we're going to separate that like 1 or 2 more times. If I need to wrap anything around my finger, I definitely go for it. And just keep pulling it apart and keep unraveling. That is it. Loop rods are so cute. Like I said, you don't need heat to get these beautiful curly hairstyles. And when I mean heat, I mean direct heat, like a curling iron. I just sit under my hooded dryer on low heat, high speed, and it's fine. It works out for me. So we're just gonna keep pulling it apart. If you need to wrap it around your finger, go for it. Now I try not to make them too small because they'll get like frizzy looking. But like, y'all, that is so cute. All right, y'all, so it did not take me too long to finish this side. Actually, it's really good. I was nervous about the whole drying situation, but it looks fine. It really does look fine. It's really pretty. I absolutely love it. You can still like go in and separate if you need to. I'm gonna do that right here. This is cute. It's such a vibe. It's really pretty. Yeah, y'all, so I like it. What I'm gonna do is just go ahead and quickly unseparate the other side, and I'll be right back to show you guys my final results and show you guys how I style my hair with the claw clamp. All right, y'all, so I just finished taking my hair out. I fluffed it really good, and this is how we're looking for the final results. How are we looking? Definitely was a little bit nervous there for a second with my hair not being fully dry, but I think I had a really strong comeback, especially on this side. This side's a little bit poofy on the ends. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, like right here, it's a little bit poofy, so we might have to like figure out how to hide that, or like maybe I could put some more gel on it to like get it to look right, because the ends are really going to make or break a hairstyle, y'all, for real. If your ends isn't together, then like it just, the whole style kind of falls apart. I'm just twisting some of them up and out the way, anything that looks a little bit frizzy. And also it is just about time for me to trim my hair as well, so I'll be doing that in the next upcoming videos. But y'all, that's about it. I showed you guys how to do my loop rods. Oh, almost forgot about the clip, friend. Almost forgot about the clip. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do with the clip. Oh god, my earring came out. Hold on, friend, hold on. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do with the clip. I'm just gonna take, I guess that's good. And all I was gonna do is like twist it and then pop it up. Ooh, shook it. Just like that. And then put the clip in there. Oh, yes, like that. Oh, let me back up, friend. Wait a minute. Because, baby, we did that. Oh, yeah, we did that. We did it, Joe. I like the layers. The layers look really pretty. Yeah, I'm trying to like figure it out. Hold on. Okay, after much finessing, I feel like I figured it out. This is what we're looking like. Ooh, I love the layers. I love the layers. We did it. That's like the slogan in 2023. We did it, Joe. If you don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know. All right, y'all. So this is actually the final look. I'm gonna stop playing it because I really like how it looks. I'm so happy that you guys stay tuned to the end to watch how I style my hair. I'm forever grateful for everyone that watches my videos because you really don't have to, and you chose to be here, so thank you so much for giving me your time. I really appreciate it. Drop a comment below if you need help with anything, if you just want to say hello, if you like the style, just comment below. Let's chat. I love talking to you guys. But without further ado, I am going to let you guys go. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel so you can see more heat-free hair tutorials just like this. I specialize in rods and rollers, and that's about it, y'all. So go ahead and subscribe and check out some more of my videos, and thank you again for tuning in. My name is Aleia. This is As Always Aleia, where we always keep it real. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.